right, good morning, everyone. So this is like the Oscars for me, because you talk about gamification. So it means my 30 years of hardcore gaming are finally going to pay off, hopefully. So quick background about myself. My name is Karim Chaanine. I'm the CMO of Papa Johns in the UAE, Jordan, and Saudi Arabia, operating more than 130 stores across the region. So today, I'll give you a bit of business context on why this whole thing came about. It's competition, right? Number one, there's an intense price war happening in the QSR industry. And I'm sure my colleagues in Chipotle and Burger King can feel the pressure. It's everywhere. And then we have food aggregators on top of that have their own loyalty programs that make it very hard for us to collect first-party data and for us to be able to engage with our customers. And the third one, of course, Gen Z is a big part of our base, and this is what they expect today. Gamification, engagement, so we have to give it to them. So what we've done, before I go through this slide, actually, do we have in the room anyone who's ever played a game on their phone? Just raise your hand. Wow, nice. How about people who played console games? Like PS5, nice, computer games as well, great. So we have different types of gamers. So we've all played video games. But why do we play them? We have different types of games. We have different kinds of mechanisms that make us go back to them. So one of them, let's say, is a reward mechanism, right? You play, you get upgraded to a level, you get something. Another one could be competition. For those that play console games, online games, you want to beat someone, right? You want to get somewhere. And it's always that fun of playing against someone. And then, of course, being part of a community. When we play video games, we're part of a certain community. I want you to remember these elements as we go through the presentation, because these are the pillars of what allowed us to build what we've built in the Middle East. So one, if you look at the tiered loyalty program, is the first iteration of the loyalty program we created. And it has gamification at its core. We have tiered loyalty with badges and missions, exclusive events for platinum customers. We also have a employee engagement program that really works out and is gamified on its own. We have mini games. We have big giveaways, the whole 9 yards. So the top 5 that I will cover today is the loyalty program, the base one. If you take a look at it very closely and remember the elements that we just discussed, you have a dynamic progress bar, so you're always achieving something, you're always getting somewhere. You had a very nice promotional element. You see the badge that comes up, and it's tailored behind a game that I used to play. I used to feel so happy whenever I got to the next level. And we have, of course, a gradual onboarding to explain to the users on what's going on, to get them into our ecosystem. And beyond that, the way we've played the first order. So our AOV is about 80 dirhams. So if someone places the first order, they're already moving to the next tier. They're moving to the silver tier, progress, right? Achieving something. And then this is then gets them into the hook of, I want to reach the next level and the next level. So then we look at creating actual games. So this game is a bit like Fruit Ninja, if those of you have been familiar with Fruit Ninja. But it's Fruit Ninja with a purpose. So this came through our launch of the shawarma campaign, where we focus a lot on our ingredients, better pizza, but also that we have the right ingredients for that pizza. Because we were not the only ones in the market that had a shawarma pizza, but we're definitely the ones doing it better with the right ingredients. And we wanted to make sure that consumers know it, so we gamify it. Anytime they swipe on an ingredient that competition has that is not authentic to shawarma, they would lose points. I'm a little bit competitive. What can I do? And then when they win, they actually get a free pizza, and that's the hook. We all need to convert, right? So people come into our platform based on that. And we're not a huge brand in the Middle East, right? So getting 35,000 sessions is huge for us. We have 420 hours of play, and most importantly, we have a tier which is a pro mode, which is for people a bit more like me that like the challenge, where you get there and you have like everything falling at the same time, and you have 2 fingers to swipe to actually get it. 20% is a big number. So this is engagement. This makes people remember and also engage with the brand. funny enough, I did see a Reddit, so I'm not a Reddit kind of guy. Someone snapshotted it and sent it to me and says, hey, you guys are on Reddit. I'm like, Reddit? We don't even activate that. It's people talking about the game, and especially the pro mode. This is when it gets interesting. So then the next step is about educating. When we talk about brand education, we have a lot of crusts. So we all get confused when we enter like the menus of every restaurant. What do I choose? What is this? What does it mean? We like fancy terms. So we created a game to help people memorize what are the different types of crusts that we have. And it's a game of crusts. And it goes in, it has a landing page. It also rewards customers. So you've achieved it. Great. Now, when you order, you know what to choose. And we had, at the time, one of the greatest innovations that we've done. It is crispy parm. You actually have cheese on the bottom of the pizza. You guys should try it. I think it's also available in the US. And then we look at the next stage. We want referrals, right? You enjoyed the experience. You want to get a reward. You want to share. The important point here is that we want to remove the friction point. We don't want you to say, hey, copy this QR code, send that QR code, enter that QR code. No, you just share the game via WhatsApp, Messenger, or whatever. You click on it. Your friend will download the app automatically, and they will get a landing page that hopefully will give them a good reason to download the app and order. And then once they have a successful order, you as someone who referred them, you get a free pizza. Enough for your next order. And finally, we look at bringing everything together. So what is traditional in launching a new product in QSR, you're going to have your landing pages, your new product videos, your social media. We added on top of that the gamification. So the landing pages, reward programs for employees, double points to incentivize further ordering that new product, and of course, customized AI-driven push notifications that are specific to you that follow a drip campaign. So whether you ordered or not and how you interacted with the actual push notification. That led to a 58% increase in orders, for example, on our cheddar campaign. So it's all about results, right? So these are the key things that we focus on. Did it work? Is my CFO happy? He's never happy, so forget that question. So long-term retention rate growth was insanely positive. We have over 57% growth since we launched the tiered loyalty program. And when it comes to app LTV, so you have to look at April when we launched it, it's 17% growth in first month LTV. So these are the cornerstones of, okay, so if we do that, competition is going to come and do a 40% off for 1 week, and they've done that. Were we impacted? Yes. Did the CFO go crazy? Of course he did. But then when we go there, I feel like I'm like, Braveheart. It's like, hold. No, that's not Braveheart, is it? Like, I'm trying to hold. I'm like, just wait another week because it's not sustainable. They're going to do 40%, and then that's called a pump and dump for, crypto guys that are in here. So we're more of the long term. We're the S&P 500. Let's put it this way. So this, I don't know why I went there, but hey. And one more thing, it's the campaign that we launched in April. This is a campaign that really goes like, okay, we have a belief that this is working. We want to get mass acquisition. So what we did in April is, and then you're going to ask about the CFO, is we're giving out 1 million dirhams, which is about $250,000, if people spend 100 dirhams and above on an order. So that's about $27. They get a golden ticket. And then that whole golden ticket mechanic, the golden ticket is a guaranteed prize. It's a chance at winning 1 million. And if you get 4 golden tickets in a month, you get a chance to win an iPhone. So it's that, value stack that makes it very hard to say no. Because, if you don't believe in potentially winning 1 million, you're going to get a guaranteed prize anyway. So why not? If you get 4 of them, you have a large family, you can win an iPhone. And I want you to pay attention to the second picture on the bottom. You have like a counter. This shows consumers how many people are in for the iPhone draw. So this is a gamification event that, if you look at it, you're like, oh, only 200 people. I got good chances. If I'm going to make a choice on what to have for dinner, one more order might get me another iPhone, as well as 4 entries to win 1 million. And of course, the gamification part is all about the design, the UI, UX. You see these kind of things pop out, you just smile, right? This is why we play, Bejeweled or any of these games. So that's a major innovation project for us. So we also engage the employees, and they are the engine of this whole project. Because you think about it, how are we going to deliver that message to everyone when budgets are limited, and then we already took that budget and are giving it to consumers? So it's the people in the trade, right? So these are the guys that make it happen. They upgrade the consumers by explaining what is happening. So we've created a whole leaderboard for our members in the stores, where this website crashed our system because it became the most viewed website that we have overnight because of the fierce competition between Kathleen and Rose May. I think they probably now hate each other, but they keep on fighting for first place, and it's been fantastic. Everybody's engaged at all levels of it. And at the end of the day, what it does for us, it increases our AOV, because you have to spend $27, not on a 40% discount or a 50% discount. You're just buying Papa John's pizza, and you want to reach that number, so you enter this whole gamified atmosphere. So what it did for us, and that's the beauty, is the red line is actually our trend line for the year. The blue line is last year. So on average, we were doing 7% above last year. This is the average. So when we launched Win a Million, so we got a 43% increase in terms of revenue from the app, which is a big number. So then we look at retention. So did it work? Is it increasing our retention rate? Yes, it is. We have an 85% increase in short-term retention before the loyalty program, and about 37% after we've done the Win a Million campaign. So I'm rushing a bit. I have 33 seconds. It was good. It was great. It's amazing. Thank you very much. No, it's like also the LTV. The average basket has gone up by 11.17%. The employees, when we measure the ROI of incentivizing the employees to upgrade customers that are coming to us, that has very little cost, and then it's about 1,000% ROI. And in summary, we've created a gamified, focused tiered loyalty program, challenging mini games, winning a million, and a innovative employee engagement program. And hopefully this is a framework that colleagues that are facing similar challenges would be able to utilize. Thank you very much. Thank you.